Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. I hope you're having an amazing day. We're going to continue with the book of Enoch in chapter 6, 7, and 8 today. Now remember, like I say with all of them, chew on the meat, spit out the bones. Um, Chapters 6 through 11 um, refer to the fall of the angels, the demoralization of mankind, the intercession of the angels on behalf of mankind, the dooms pronounced by God on the angels, the messianic kingdom, a Noah fragment. So for the next 5 chapters, 6, 7, 8 today, 9, and 10, they will be referring to a Noah fragment with the fall of the angels and the intercession of the angels on behalf of mankind, and the dooms pronounced by God on the angels. Verse 1, chapter 6, verse 1. And it came to pass, when the children of men have multiplied, that in those days were born unto them beautiful, comely daughters. And the angels, the children of heaven, saw and lusted after them, and said to one another, Come, let us choose us wives from among the children of men, and beget us children. And Semjaza, who was their leader, said unto them, I fear ye will not indeed agree to do this deed, and I alone shall have to pay the penalty of a great sin. And they all answered him and said, Let us all swear an oath, and all bind ourselves by multiple imprecations, not to abandon this plan, but to do this thing. Then sware they all together, and bound themselves by mutual imprecations upon it. And they were in all 200, who decided in the days of Jared on the summit of Mount Hermon. And they called it Mount Hermon, because they had sworn and bound themselves by multiple imprecation upon it. And these are the names of the leaders. And I'm probably going to mispronounce them and stumble upon them. Forgive me. Semizars, their leader. Arakiba, Ramiel, Kokabiel, Tamiel, Ramiel, Danel, Ezekiel, Baraquijo, Asal, Armeros, Badarel, Ananol, Zequiel, Samsapiel, Set-Arel, Turel, Jumjael, and Cereal. Not like your cereal in your cupboard. Cereal. These are their chiefs of 10. Chapter 7. And all the other together with them took unto themselves wives, and each chose for himself one, and they began to go in unto them, and to defile themselves with them. Wow. And they taught them charms and enchantments, and the cutting of roots, and made them acquainted with plants. Huh. And they became pregnant, and they bare great giants, whose height was 3,000 ells, who consumed all the acquisitions of men. And when men were no longer sustain them, and when men could no longer sustain them, the giants turned against them and devoured mankind. And they began to sin against birds and beasts and reptiles and fish, and to devour one another's flesh, and drink the blood. Whoa. Then the earth laid accusations against the lawless ones. Chapter 8. And Azazel taught men to make swords and knives and shields and breastplates, and made known to them the metals of the earth, and the art of working them, and bracelets and ornaments, and the use of antimony, antimony, and the beautifying of the eyelids. Wow. Sorry, I'm kind of stunned by that. That means they had makeup back then. And the beautifying of the eyelids. And all kinds of costly stones, and all coloring tinctures. And there arose much godlessness, and they committed fornication, and they were led astray, and became corrupt in all their ways. Semjaza taught enchantments and root cutting. Aramaeus the resolving of enchantments. Barakijal taught astrology. Kokabal the constellations. Ezekiel the knowledge of the clouds. Araquiel the signs of the earth. Shamshiel the signs of the sun. And Sariel, the one I thought was close to cereal. Sariel, the course of the moon, and as men perished, they cried, and their cry went up to heaven. And that concludes chapters 6, 7, and 8 for today. Wow, there was some interesting, for most of you that never even heard, well, that have heard of Enoch, obviously, because he's in the Bible, but who never read the book of Enoch or even heard it preached, because honestly, in my 38 years, when it was brought to me, I thought they were pulling my leg. I didn't believe, I didn't think there was a book of Enoch, but that was back when I didn't know about the book of Tobit either, and I loved reading the book of Tobit. And I can see I'm going to love reading this book. It is amazing. It's going to be fun. And I hope you guys are enjoying it and reading right along with me. Peace be in you, my brothers and sisters. May the Lord have mercy on us all. I love you guys very much. God bless.